But just before you go, Senators, can I ask a couple of questions, please? The first one I'd like to ask you is, how do you both feel that Kevin Rudd has gone as PM since taking over again?
Rudd's given the Labor Party a great deal of momentum, but he's also put some important issues on the table for us in terms of dealing with pricing carbon, in terms of dealing with the question of people seeking asylum to Australia. He's also, back out there engaging with the Australian public in a way that I think the community is now listening to the Labor Party again.
Well, he's certainly changed the agenda around and changed the debate for the election. Unfortunately, he's also gone to the right, and what he's done on asylum seekers, climate change, is very disappointing. And I think people are taking a renewed look at the Greens because of the way that he's lunged to the right.
Thank you very much, Senators. And another question for you. History is going to be pretty hard on our former Prime Minister, but how do you think Julia Gillard will be remembered by history?
Julia Gillard's going to be remembered very positively in the future. You think about the milestone reforms that have taken place under her leadership in terms of pricing carbon, in terms of disability care, in terms of education reform. These are major milestones for our country that are going to serve us really well into the future.
I think people will look back and say, look at what was achieved during that period when she was Prime Minister and we had minority government. Not only did we get improvements in education, disability care, but we also got changes to aged care. There's a long list of changes that were made that people are going to look back and go, that was a lot in 3 years.
And if you don't mind me asking just one more question from you, how do you think the federal election's going to go? Your honest opinion.
The federal election's going to be very close, and you can feel, I guess, that people are now expressing more confidence in Labor and have more questions about Tony Abbott. They're tired of his negativity, and they can see that Labor's putting positive plans out for the future. What that means in terms of seat by seat around the country is you can look to us potentially getting some seats back in Queensland, and I think seats like Hasluck here in WA will certainly be in play.
I agree. I think it's going to be very close. I think you're going to see an increase in the Greens vote, given the lunge to the right of both of the old parties, and that it's going to go down to the line, and you're going to see a lot of frenetic activity in all those marginal seats over the next 33 days of the election.